Hey friends, it's me. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the fake news reports of synthetic embryos, synthetic mouse embryos being created in Israel. This is just another example of Israeli science being an oxymoron. So if you look at the history of in vitro fertilization, you go back to the 1980s and early 1990s, there was a lot of fake science, fake news about how they could split embryos to create more. So they call this embryo splitting, and it was basically like a shell game. You have the person with the three shells, and they spin them around on a table, and they say, okay, which one is a little ball ender? Well, it's a shell game. So what they would do is they would basically manipulate the embryos and then say, where's the individual, and things like that. And a lot of people fell for it. Dorland's Medical Dictionary accommodated the term pre-embryo for a while, but then people realized that that was bad science, and so in the next edition it was dropped. So what's happening here? Well, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of doctors don't know this, but there's actually two kinds of human reproduction. There's sexual reproduction, which involves sperm and egg, so you know about that. And there's also asexual reproduction, which is how we get identical twins. So it turns out that when we're first created sexually, meaning by fertilization, that for a while we can actually procreate asexually by twinning. So you have the first baby. The first baby is created by sperm meets egg, and then that baby twins so as to create another baby asexually. Now, the reason why the ability for asexual reproduction is quickly lost after fertilization is that if it continued indefinitely, then there would be too great of a difference in the gestational ages of the two babies during pregnancy. So that's important to know. So what these fake scientists in Israel have done is they've found a way to prolong the ability of mice to undergo asexual reproduction. So they have asexually reproducing mice that, they're able to develop poorly. They do develop some significant anatomical features, but this is bad science. What the news reports are saying is, oh, there was no sperm or egg, but you still have the cells, and the cells during a certain time of life can actually be reproductive cells. In other words, they can be capable of twinning, and so that's the basics of what's going on here. It's a shell game, and now they want to use this shell game as a blank check to start doing similar things with humans. And as usual, there's a big promise of how, you're going to be able to do all these amazing things, and you're going to be able to create organs for people and spare parts and cure everything. And it's all a bunch of very bad science. So I just thought I'd clue you in on that so that you're not totally in the dark.